This week I am sharing with you my progress on a dog portrait. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing something a little bit different. I had a commission for the holidays, which is why I didn't get to share it before now. And it was a commission for a portrait of a dog. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. So I thought I would also just record that progress and use it as an opportunity to share the process with you and some thoughts as well. Really, for me, there's not a lot of difference between painting a dog compared to any other subject. I think, though, that often people get really caught in the details and the fur, and they want to just paint fur texture all over the place. Sometimes we get in there with just like a teeny tiny little brush and do each individual hair and also put the same amount of texture all over the place and everywhere. So this is true if you're painting a dog, this is true if you're painting someone's hair, this is true if you're painting something with a texture on it, like maybe an orange that it has all those kind of little divots in the skin, or if you're painting a strawberry and all the seeds. Putting the same amount of texture everywhere looks like visually confusing. We don't see that normally. We don't look at somebody or something and see all the details all at once at the same time. We see those details when we keep moving our eye around. So one of the things that I'd like you to take away from this is that I really didn't get in there with a tiny brush. I think maybe there were a couple of times that I did that around the eyes just because I needed to with, you know, the amount of space in there. But the texture of fur here is more implied rather than illustrated. If you've watched some of my other painting videos or you've taken any of my classes, you'll notice a consistent pattern that continues with this portrait of this dog, which is to start with bigger shapes and work down to smaller shapes. So rather than starting off with the highlights in the eyes and the textures and everything, I just got the big lights and shadows and went from there. And then the other part of the pattern is to start on the dark side and then build up toward the lights. So first of all, I start painting the darkest areas first, and I keep the colors a little bit toward the lower values, and I err on the side of being too dark because it's super easy to add light paint or add white paint into something and raise that value up than it is to do the opposite and to lower the value. It's kind of like if you put down a whole bunch of white paint and it's wet and then you want to make it black, it's going to be impossible. But if you put down some black paint and then you want to make it a light gray, add a bunch of white, super easy, no problem. That's with oil paint, not true with watercolor. Acrylic, I can't really speak to that, but with oil paint, erring on the side of things being too dark when you're working wet into wet is generally the way to go. If you have any questions about the process, leave those questions in the comments below. Without further ado, here is the time-lapse video of the painting of Allie the dog. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the progress on this pet portrait. Please do me a favor, and if you enjoyed it, give me a like and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified every week when I release a new video. Thanks and happy painting!